what you came for. Blood on the game bow, everybody drop it like rainfall. This is your moment, eyes on a puppet. Can't think, chest just open, and they're singing your praises, la la la, screaming your name, la 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 la. One more step, you're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're Hey, welcome to the big show. Next on the ladder, is it your name in the rafters? Breathe, breathe, breathe. No minute silence. Bad guy woke up and chose violence, and they're singing my praises, la la la, screaming my name out, la la la. This is why we're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're I'm on my knees, pray for glory. Anyone read this underdog story? I can't lose myself again. Help me raise this sword. I'm brave. Once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're once you play.
The wars inside your mind, the smoke is rising, getting higher now. Without your voice yelling to me where I gonna go now. I walk in the valley, I pray upon the stars, but my heart's long gone, and I'm yearning for your love. Didn't know I was losing you, baby, I was feeling the ride, letting go. Oh, it's all my delirium, it's all my delirium. Didn't know I was gonna lose you all, out in oblivion. It's all just delirium, it's all just delirium. It's all just delirium. So over intoxicating, finally came crashing down. I've been sober since the moment I burned our world down. I walk in the valley and I pray among the stars, for my heart is long gone, and I'm yearning for your love.
consume you, pulling me back into my body. I wanna take my time with you, your lips are gonna haunt me. If what you say is true, pulling me back into my body. I'm just a dead man walking, I'm just a pawn, but nothing hurts better than you. Pulling me back into my body. I'm just a dead man walking, I'm just a pawn, but nothing hurts better than you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to season 10. And for me, it's special. New year starting, a new season starting. We have 20 people. I'm really looking forward to this. And with me today, Spotify. With a lot of
Hi.
changes as well to the season. But yeah,
Yeah, hello. Thank you. Thank you for having me today. It's absolutely great to be commentating again on a nice new season. First phase of the season. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what we're going to get.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well with all those changes that we made in between the seasons, with the new rulebook, with harsher rules that hopefully prevent some incidents like we've seen last season, and especially the new point system going to P12, which could help some people, could hinder some people that are fast, but I think it's gonna benefit a lot of people here, the new point system.
Yeah, I like this new point system going down to 12. It gives the people at the bottom of the pack hopefully something to fight for, and more chance for people getting points when they possibly wouldn't. But yeah, this seems like good changes, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. And the first 5-6 cars already going out on their out laps out of the pit lane. I think someone's already in the wall somehow.
Oh, and Boris has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Wizzy Boy. What
I
happened
mean,
there?
that is his mistake. But yeah, I said harsher rules, and apparently some people don't listen to it. But I mean, he got a 5-place grid penalty, so probably that's his fault then. And I mean, the game already gave him a penalty for it. So
Yes, that's not ideal. You don't want to be getting grid penalties because, well, I take it they will be staying put if it's earned correctly. It'll be staying put. It won't be removed or anything. Boris is now going to have to be 5 places lower.
yeah, that is true.
And James in the chat saying, not going to lie, my setup is old and I don't know what it's like.
I mean, we will see about that, what it can
Not
bring
really,
to.
not really encouraging words, but good luck anyway. I'm sure you'll do well.
Let's see, then Boris is also the first one to set a flying lap. I think there's someone right behind him, but he's going into the pit lane, so Wizzy Boy already into the pits again.
Yeah, that was Wizzy Boy, yeah.
Let's see then what the Williams can do through the Bahrain fog here on that main straight. Going into turn 1, has to hit the apex, and he does so nicely, not like someone else. We're going through turn 3 now with him, good on traction as well, coming up the hill once again on that second gear straight into this hard, heavy braking zone. Into turn 4, where it's easy to lose the car on the exit of the corner, nearly a little bit of wheel spin after the corner, coming into turn 5 and turn 6, this middle sector where it's a direction change the whole time throughout, and we're going into the next corner. There's someone beached, I think, or just standing there. It's going back into
I don't
moving.
know.
But
it's a Mercedes just
could be
there.
Grammy. But we're going into this heavy braking zone, downhill, left braking for turn 9, and then we again see only the smoke, the car coming through the dust. That it's getting winded up through the cars. We have Jordy Boy already retiring from the session. I don't know what's happening in the outlaps.
He's stopped. He's lost a wheel. He's stopped just after turn 10. So that's pretty rough for Yordi Boy.
Let's see then. We have Boris coming to the line now. Last couple of corners for him to finish and round up the lap. The first lap, flying lap of the season. Oh, Boris, a little bit of wheel spin at the exit of the corner. Had to correct, had to save the car there. Coming to the line, it's gonna be a slow 137. I think
30.7, yeah, that's gonna get beaten, I reckon.
there's a lot
He'll
of
have to go
improvement in that
again.
lap. Let's see what Kaski can do, and I think Kaski is one to look out for. 128.8 for the Alpha Tauri. Can someone beat it
Yeah.
already?
Well, we've got a 129.1 for Lonely Fiber, so yep. And there's another one come through. That's Toxic James with a 131, and then Sib with a 129.2. So that was good.
Let's see, then Phantom Minion is coming to the line in the Haas. New teams as well, 4 for him. Let's see, then is Vexi coming to the line as well. Is gonna reserve today. Last second reserve, 4 for him now. Pushes down other drivers as well. Let's see then Wargod, lobby host, and I think the faster of the two could be. Oh, only 10th. I think there must be a lot of mistakes there by his lap. Remy retired as well.
Yes. Where was that? That
Was in
that
turn
was up
4.
at turn 3, turn 4. Yeah.
I don't know what went up there. But already 2 people that will start from the back of the grid. Justin just pushes out his teammate ASG into that 8th place. Let's see then the Ferraris coming to the line. And Steen makes fastest lap with the Alfa Romeo. 28.720 for him.
That was impressive, not gonna lie. And the Ferrari has just started their lap, I believe.
And look at the second Williams from Patrick coming to the line now. Last corner for him to see where that puts him up. I think he's going in the pit lane actually. Not gonna set that lap. Gonna back out of it.
Yep. Wizzy Boy's just set a purple sector 1. The reason why he came into the pits the first time was because he invalidated on the final corner, which of course invalidates 2 laps. But yeah, Wizzy Boy going through sector 2. I'm keeping an eye on him as well.
I'm looking at EMT in the Ferrari, the 2 Italian boys in the Ferrari. How can they do? Ferrari normally with their strategy for pass, but let's see if he can do in qualifying as he does, as Charles Leclerc does, and goes P1. Let's see then. It's pushing and it's going 6th for him. Remy left the session. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe something on his wheel not correct or something like that.
I'm not sure. Could be for a whole host of reasons. But we've got Mercedes and Haas. I think they're going into the pits. There's a McLaren just starting. No, they're going into the pits. But Wizzy Boy isn't. Let's see what his time is. It's a 29.4.
Grammy just restarted his game. I have no clue what's happening with him. But Alfredo's coming to the line. Currently 20th with no set time. He's going 13th. 130.04. The other Ferrari.
Yeah, he's going to have to improve a little bit, but I'm pretty sure Alfredo was in Tier 3 last time, so he's moved up from Tier 3 to Tier 2. So, yeah, 13th, not bad. And of course, there's plenty more time to improve.
That is for sure. We have some other people still out. I think Toxic James is still on his flying lap. Who's the next one that will cross the line? Right behind him, ENT. And Kaski beats the time of pole position by a whopping 6/10 here. 28.183 for the Alpha Tauri. Looking good so far. I think there's more in it. I think that all the drivers were a little bit cautious on their first fast lap.
So does that mean we could possibly go into the 127s by the end of this qualifying session? Because it certainly looks like it if Kuski's setting a 28.1.
It could happen. Let's see. Toxic James jumps up 3 positions by 4/10, is now in P11. Looking good for the Aston Martin as well. 8th and 11th looking quite nice so far in the standings.
Yep, and a solid start for the race as well if they were to start in 8th and 11th. Because that's pretty good reliability and consistency from both of them.
Let's go then on board with Gamer T. 3.5 tenths up through the first 2 sectors. He is in 6th currently. He could jump up all the way to 3rd or even 2nd. Spotify will be shocked when he sees my laps on Tuesday. I don't know how your laps will do, but Dark King, that was nearly off track. Just saved the carb right before it, pushing, and he's going 3rd.
I have no idea how that car remains in track limits, but all I can say is bravo Gamer T, you've got it up into 3rd. As for your times on Tuesday, well, I'll keep an eye out for those. So,
Oh,
yeah,
but
good so far.
still in the pit lane for Walker. Toxic James will not set the lap time because he already did it. Bavish, also a new driver, currently in 10th, doing a great job for the Alfa Romeo. Both Alfa Romeos
Yeah,
right now in the top 10, so looking good for both of them currently.
yeah, that's good. And Sib G has started another lap. He's in sector 1 and he's in 5th at the moment. So Alpha Tauri doing exceptionally well, P1 and P5 so far. Sib G not improving in the first sector though, so I'm gonna just see what he does. But yeah, not great at the moment. You're on board with Boris. Has he improved?
Looking
I
at his
think
sector
he might have
time, I
done.
can't see it right now because we have to still go up that left-hander up the hill, the left and right, to see if he can improve in his Williams. Currently 16th. I think there was a little bit of wheel spin there on the entry into that left-hander. Let's see. Oh, he's going really wide and he's has to abandon this lap for sure. So no lap time improvement for Boris. Let's see then Sip.
Yeah,
All right on track limits there as well. Out of that one turn. Let's see then coming into the last turn now into that right-hander. 42nd Alpha Tauri, currently 5th. Can he bring up something to the table to improve for his team? Oh, he's going into the pits.
he must have made a mistake and not happy with his time. Oh, I'm just looking at the chat as well. Harry's saying Spotify will be shocked when he sees me set laps on Tuesday. I take it Harry's going to be really rather quick in tier 1 then. We
Rosanic
will
and
have to wait
Reflex,
for that one.
thanks for the great conversation. Phantominium goes into P8 now, just ahead of EMT and Vexy. Like, they are right behind each other. Really close between them. I think there's someone in the Alfa Romeo just finishing. That is Bavish. 3 tenths up. That could be a massive jump up as well, into maybe 6th even, if he can finish this lap, and it's going 7th. Same time as Wizzy Boy. Just that 1,000th of a second could have worked to P6.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Both drivers setting the exact same time. Wizzy Boy set it first, so he stays P6. I would be amazed if either Wizzy Boy or Bavish doesn't improve again on their final runs to settle that debate for P6 once and for all.
Eager retirement on a 28-1, as Harry saying. Yeah, Kasky retired his car already after 2 runs, thinking that the 28-1 will work out for him and nobody will be able to beat him. I mean, we still have Patrick in there in the pit lane still, so he's going for that one final run probably.
He hasn't even set a lap at the moment, so it's going to be one run only. So
yeah, it's gonna be one run only for him. Let's see then Wargon currently 17th. I think he can push up there into the 129 times with his Haas. Let's see then where he can put himself after this lap. And it's gonna be a 129.9. It's gonna be 14th for him. Good improvement there from him.
Yeah.
1 second.
I was just going to say that was just over a second. That's a big improvement, as there's a Mercedes just jumped up into P15 as well.
Yeah,
6 tenths improvement there.
I don't know how to pronounce the name. How do you think you should call it? Wizzy Boy, meanwhile, jumps to 3rd position now. 28.991 for him. Looking good for the Alpine as well. 3rd and 5th currently.
That was good. And yeah, I'm pretty sure War God was tier 3 last time, so 14th in tier 2. Not bad considering he was previously, as I say, tier 3. Kuski is going to be doing his Verstappen impression once again. And Shobus saying, Kuski showing off there with the DNF, or did he crash?
Oh, he
He just
DNF'd in the
retired.
pit lane. Meanwhile, Alfredo into 9th. His teammate EMT is surely going up there as well. 4th place for the Ferrari. They're improving as well as the others are as well. Grammy has rejoined this session to
Yep.
make it 20 drivers again. I think there was.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be there for the race, because we'd love to see what he can do from P20 upwards.
I think there was surely something wrong with his wheel because he was really slow on the outlap and then instantly retired. So probably something with his wheel not working correctly. Sorry to saying War got 480. Yeah, War got is in 15th right now. Not in 480th place, unlucky. James is saying, bro, I've got a fractured leg, not the easiest to race. I mean, for that you're still in the hunt for. I mean, if we look at the times from P3 to P let's see, P15, it's only a second, so there's a lot to gain still if you improve by 2 or 3 tenths. So I think nothing is over yet, Spotify.
That's right. Nothing's over just yet. Like, you've got 129.7 for Toxic James, and you've got two 129.6s, a 129.5, and then two 129.4s. So an improvement of about half a second would make you jump up from 13th to 8th. That would be massive. So yeah, just do your best and keep going and see what you can do.
On his second invalidate or second lap that he attempted to go better, but he just couldn't bring the car to handle it. So he's going back into the pit lane there. Watch Darking. Yeah, I am. By the way, guys, thanks for 32 viewers. Really nice. If you haven't followed, if you haven't followed yet, you can press the follow button. You can join the Discord. Do whatever you want. You're all welcome here. So really nice to see everybody.
30 viewers. That's massive. Thank you for sticking around, everyone. Yeah.
Donkey Kong is racing.
Yeah.
Let's see then. Gamer T is coming into the finish of Sector 2. Can he find some pace? 1/10 or even a little bit more to go, maybe into that P3 spot with his Red Bull. He's pushing out to the finish, and it's 1.5 tenths in front now at the second sector mark. So that could bring him up that 2 or 3 positions. Like I said before, Red Bull is normally quite good, so he's maybe making the max.
Unless he makes a mistake here, he's got P4, and that was a purple middle sector. So over the line, what's he gonna get?
P3.
P3.
Just ahead of Wizzy Boy by half a tenth, so that's amazing from him. F1 or Mario Kart. Just don't talk about his fan mail unboxing. Oh, that's a bit dicey there because someone just came out of the pit lane, and Darking wanted to give place to Boris, who's on his fast lap as well now. That was a little bit close, but all of it, nothing worrying. Lexi is not improving through the first sector, and I think he backed out of it a little bit through the second sector by the looks of it, so he won't set a lap time. As of right now, he's gonna prepare himself for the last run that is coming up now.
Possibly prepare for one final go because he's got 1.5 minutes left. So there is time for him to recharge that ERS and just give it his all. I think that's what he's going to do right now. We'll have to just check. Yep, he's going for it again. This is going to be it. One final attempt for Vaxi as he starts his lap now. I'll keep an eye on him, see what he does.
Yep.
Lots of other people on their outlaps, so this is going to get very crazy very quickly.
2 people stayed in the pit lane, Wargod and Lonely Fiver. The rest of them all out, apart from those 2 retirements, Kaski, Yodi and Grammy. But apart from that, everybody is out on the lap, so 15 cars out on the circuit. And Boris will finish it first because he has still like 40 seconds, but he's pushing to the limit with his Williams to try to gain some positions. He got that 5 place grid penalty, so he's just hoping to get a little bit of a better lap time. Couldn't quite. Oh, he's improved by 4 tenths, but not in placement wise there.
Yeah, that was 4 tenths is a good improvement, but P17, yeah, that's not great because we also don't know what Patrick has done yet or will do. And of course, 5 places onto P17 is going to be P20.
That will be it for his qualifying. Let's see if Vexy can push himself a little bit further up the order. He's a 1.5 tenths up. That could bring him up some positions. Let's see then what the final sector can bring to the Aston Martin reserve. Pushing his limits.
Yeah. Just saying that was a purple middle sector as well, so let's see what he can do.
Oh, a little bit of wheel spin there out of the last corner. I think that lost him a little bit of time. Let's see then. P12 going to P11. Lost a lot of time in that last sector.
Yes, surprised me actually, but still it's a jump in pace a little bit.
See then, AHG goes on a strong 4th. He could be up for a good position here as well with his teammate Justin going 13th. Not what he wanted, but I mean, it's better than no improvement. Let's see Bavish staying in P9 actually, so nothing from
Yeah,
him. Patrick is coming to the line. His only run that he did, is it good enough for a good position here in the final? P11 only for him.
maybe it didn't work out going for 1 run only.
Let's see then Phantom Minion in the Haas coming to the line as well. And he's going 7th. Strong position for him. EMT is still driving, but he's 7 seconds down. Wizzy Boy is the next one probably to cross the line here. And he is coming through the last corner there. Can he improve in the Alpine to go maybe into second? He can! That's a good lap time from him.
Half a second! Half a second improvement. That's massive. 128.4.
Gamer T improved as well. Can Steen improve? He can't. He's staying in 4th. And Wizzy Boy and Gamer T jump up the positions against Steen.
Oh my goodness. And last Mercedes
It's going into the pit lane.
coming into the pits and going P17.
I said they're gonna a little bit come back, but Patrick only in 13th. I think that one run wasn't quite what he should have done. Maybe there was a little bit more in himself, but 13th, it is a massive disappointment for him. I think he will do better in the race, but let's see what he can do.
Basically that just backs up what I was saying before, in that really and truthfully you don't want to be just relying on one run, because relying on one run, if you mess up at all, that's it.
Yeah. So we're seeing the order. Kaski is leading, and it gets 1 point already for qualifying. Then in second, Wizzy Boy, Gamer T in third, Steen in fourth, fifth for ASG, EMT in a strong P6, Phantom Minium in P7, Toxic James P8, Lone 5 in P9, Sip is rounding up that top 10. Bavish just outside in P11, but good performance for his first race. Alfredo in 12th, Patrick in 13th, Vexi 14th, Justin only in 15th with Wargod in 16th, Lopokichi in 17th, Boris will start from the back of the grid, so it's Jordy Boy and then Grammy in 19th. Both of them with no lap time set.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Yordi Boy and Grammy Gaming get to from P18 and 19. Shame about Boris, P18. Lepotiki in P17. Again, we'd like to see how far he can get up, but
we're gonna have to see what the start can bring to us. No formation lap, so we're gonna straight go into that racing with all of them. Hopefully turn one. Yeah?
I was just gonna say, I think we still don't do formation lap because of the possible bugs that the formation lap gives. So as you say, we're just going straight into it.
Yeah, hopefully turn one will not be the greatest this year today. Hoping that they can keep it clean somehow. Oh my god, my voice just gave up. And from what I saw from qualifying, there could be already some reports dropping in. I don't know what the fuck. I thought it was full quali, that's why I only did one run. But
no, we've never done full quali.
Oh, it's like every season, you know the business.
We did full quali once, but that was in tier 2.
Let's see then 5 lights, and it's lights out and away you go. Let's see then the start. Really good performance from Kaski out of the line. A lot of people in the back, and there's already a crash from a Haas there. That is Phantom Minium spinning the car, and it's already a virtual, I think.
Yeah, virtual safety car. And we haven't even got into turn 1.
I mean,
hopefully
that helped me going not for they don't know who's gonna get which position.
And now people are going so slowly around there, and they've got to make sure then that they don't overtake each other. This is going to be really not very good in terms of trying to settle positions.
Just take the 5 seconds. Just take the 5 seconds. If not, we can still get rid of it after the race has finished, if someone gets a 5 second. But I think Phantom Minium on traction just lost it, because I didn't see anybody close to him really that much, so I think he just lost it on traction, trying to get on the power as fast as possible. But I mean, that is the worst start you can have. We can see the tire strategies: mediums to hards, or softs to mediums. 2-stop for this race. I don't know if that is possible for a lot of them.
I don't think people are going to go 2-stop. I think people are going to go 1. Shoba's saying show tires, please.
You can see a lot of people, all of them, either on the hard or the medium compound tire. Husky's the only one
Except
gambling.
Kuski, yeah. Kuski, he might do soft hard, he might do two-stop, I'm not sure. But Gamer T already passed Stein.
Oh, he's getting overtaken by Steen because Steen on the inside against the Red Bull. There's a yellow flag further behind as well. There's Boris in the wall somewhere. Mati on the attack, on the defense. Trying both at the same time. Couldn't quite make it past. Now ASG is hot on heels of the Red Bull as well. All of them pushing really hard for this first couple of laps. Let's see them into the braking zone. Side by side between Darking and Steen, both side by side. The Dutchies giving each other a lot of respect. Still side by side. I think Steen just managed to push through because Darking went onto the curb. ASG is literally pushing the Alfa Romeo past the Red Bull so he can have a moment as well and try to get the overtake done. Switchback from ASG. Nearly spins the car, losing the traction and loses the position as well.
And there was people going 3 wide at that straight as well. I think Toxic James and EMT are still battling, and Lone Fiber is also there as well. This is really good, and now Lone Fiber has got past EMT.
Oh, now Patrick with the overtake against EMT. Oh, there's a little bit of contact because EMT turned in a little bit too early. Thought he's already behind. Didn't quite was behind, so he gets a 5-second time penalty. This could get deleted because I mean he tried to make it as easy as possible to not gain any advantage. I mean he got spun around, so there's no advantage there.
And sadly EMT is right down in P17. I mean hopefully he can improve, but yeah, and also if he gets spun his tyres are going to be really hot as well, which doesn't help because Remy is right there as well.
They're at the back of the grid now, but I think EMT will know that this penalty was unfair. He has to serve it under the pit stop, but I think we can all agree that this is not a fair penalty for him. So maybe at the end of his race time, that can get deleted. Oh my God, Gamer T nearly spinning the car as he brakes to try to overtake Steen. Further and further behind, there's still a lot of battles going on in that midfield. Patrick now side by side with Lone Fiver into turn 4. I think Patrick should be ahead. Lone Fiver is trying to go the long way around. Patrick manages to squeeze ahead and is now in P8.
Yep, and also War Gods managed to get up to P14 whilst we were looking as well. So he's making progress, albeit slow progress. Lone Fiber still and Patrick. It's good that these drivers are battling, and then you've also got ASG and Gamer T, I think.
Still everybody is in a DRS train from P3 downwards. Wizzyboy and Kuski ran a little bit away because those guys behind started fighting for position, and Kuski and Wizzyboy just said bye. Have a great time.
Yeah, I see that. Stein is now having to defend, and that means that everyone behind Stein is in a DRS train up to Alfredo. Alfredo's just broken out of the 1 second. But this just means that Wizzyboy can push a bit against Kuski. Yes, Kuski's got the soft tyre, but the soft tyre is going to wear away a lot quicker than the medium is. So if Wizzyboy stays there, then yeah, he could be on for a good chance here.
Let's see then ASG with the overtake against Darking on the inside into turn 1. Darking has to leave space. Oh, nearly losing on traction. The car has to recorrect, has to brake. That's allowing Sip to get the draft, the switchback and the speed over past that Red Bull on the outside for Darking. Sip is staying on that inside line and it just squeezes past a little bit of tapping there from the wheels as Sip wanted to switch back into the line.
Yeah, good move there from Sib.
Husky's on the soft tyres, by the way, yeah.
Yes, Harry. He is. I wonder if we're going to see Sib now trying to push against ASG. I wonder if we're going to see Gamer T try and get the place back from Sib, and Wizzyboy still just about in the DRS. Yes, Harry, Kuski is on softs. Wizzy is on mediums. A lot of drivers are on mediums. And there's a few on hard.
Meanwhile, Vexi has now overtaken Alfredo, so he's the leader of the lower pack from P10 downwards. But it's only 1.7 seconds. So I think if those 5-6 cars here in the front are battling too much, they could lose this little gap that they have quite quickly.
Baxi is closing. It's down to 1.1.
Oh, I think Lone
Baxi
Favor
is-
did a mistake. Look, he's now 1.3 behind.
He has. Lone Fiber's made a mistake, and that's allowed Baxi to close up on him.
Let's see the
Baxi
darking
can
against Zip and ASG. Oh, and there's someone pushing Toxic James, braking too late, hitting the back of Zip's car, pushing him nearly into the next car and head, but nothing happened for them. I think if not, there was damage for Toxic James, but he was the one outbraking himself. So.
Oh, and now Toxic James trying to get past Gamer T. There's Boris has retired in the pit lane before 50% distance. He's retired in the pit lane before 50%, which I don't think that's allowed.
Down the inside of Dark King, couldn't quite make it past. Dark Gamer T stays ahead in that P7 spot for now, but Patrick, really good improvement from his starting position. Was starting in P13, is up in P8, and is in this huge group of cars that are fighting for P3 here on the road.
It looks like Patrick is definitely got the upper hand here against Gamer T. Gamer T on the hard tyres, of course, so his tyres are a little bit slower now, but at this current time, Patrick does seem like the stronger driver of the two. Gideon saying I just arrived at home, so now I can also watch.
Nice.
Excellent. And Harry's saying if Wizzy Boy's on mediums or hards, he has an easy win.
Wizzy Boy is on the mediums, that is the truth. Let's see then Steen, maybe on the re-overtake against ASG here. The battle continues as Patrick makes his way past Gamer T already on the straight, so he's up into P7. Steen tries to get the overtake on ASG and does so. So he's up in P3 now again. This is great racing so far in that midfield as well. Bavish against Alfredo. Alfredo squeezing his way past Bavish here into P11 or defending for P11. One of those two. But it was good racing, clean racing. Justin now maybe with the attack against the Alfa Romeo. Is he switching to the inside? No, he's staying behind, thinking of the better of it. Just wanting to go with the flow, with the crew.
Yeah, but he's still there. Bavish is still there, as is Justin. So there's battles all over the place. Just a bit of DRS and ERS usage at the right sort of times, and that can make a massive difference.
And this is now interesting. Husky broke away from Wizzy Boy, 1.4 seconds. Suddenly, the pace has been showing from the softs, but is it enough to be ahead of Wizzy Boy? That's the question. They are 6 seconds ahead of the hard runners. I mean, that was to be expected because they are on the hards. Grammy with the overtake against EMT for P17, meanwhile, further down the grid. They are not that far away as well. They're 3.4 seconds away. That's nothing so far. So everybody, I think even Phantominium, if there's a safety car, can get back into this race.
Yep, if there's a safety car, or if there's a safety car, or even a virtual safety car, and you're able to pit at the right time compared to everyone else, yes, you could definitely have. There could definitely be some strategy differences here as ASG trying to go around the inside into turn 1 on Stein and makes it stick, as Vaxi also trying to battle with Lone Fiber.
A little bit of wheel spin out of the second corner. Lone Fiber now with the DRS. Can he get something out of it? Is he gonna dive bomb a little bit? No, he's staying behind, thinking better of it. Good racing etiquette there from him, thinking maybe we can stay together and then we can back up into that group of cars right in front of us.
Yeah. Harry's saying Wizzy is now too slow because he's got no chance. Well, you don't know, because the soft tyres probably won't last that long, and strategies can come into this as well.
Alfredo!
EMT with a 3-second corner cutting penalty. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 2.
That was Alfredo spinning the car on, braking there. The rears just gave up on him. And he's round. But he only lost 2 positions. It's fine, but still...
That's alright.
A little bit unfortunate there for him.
Yeah. I'm taking it that was through turn 9, wasn't it?
Toxic James and Patrick with a little bit of contact there. Patrick squeezes his way past. Is still in that second. But Sip is outside of it. And now Jody Boy spun the car in the third sector. Yellow flags are out.
And that'll allow EMT to get past. So EMT moves up to P17, and Stein and ASG are still going for it.
Yep, and there's position change. And now Patrick with the overtake against Sip, maybe. A little bit of contact inside line. They're not giving each other an inch.
Ooh, that's close.
Who's getting the position? Oh, I think just Patrick squeezes out that AlphaTauri, and he does so. And this is a safety car.
What's caused that?
I have no clue. What? There was nothing.
Does anyone know what caused the safety car? Because I don't.
There was. I didn't see anything happening.
I didn't either. Well, this is great news for Phantominum. It also means that Kuski could possibly pit, because I don't know how long Yasin's saying broken wing.
Yeah, probably from Jody Boy, the broken wing, or no? Oh, EMT has a broken front wing. At the back.
That could have caused the safety car. Bit of debris on the track.
Okay, then it's okay. It's still a little bit weird because it's still on reduced, the safety car, but okay. Already a DNF. What the hell? Yeah, DNF. It's not a DNF per se. It's going into the pits and saying I don't want to do it anymore, and that's why I say retire after 50%. Safety car, you're back in the game, but some people are just not listening, you know.
I mean, I would always go over 50%. The rules and regulations state 50% as well. But
Busy Boy in the pit lane, Kuski in the pit lane. I think we will see a lot of pit lane guys. I don't know if the hard runners should go in the pits though. Steen and ASG both on the hards are going into the pit lane.
I wouldn't if I was on the hards, but it seems like it.
Vaxie's staying out.
Oh, yeah, Vaxie's staying out.
It's the only one really.
Everyone else is going for it. Those hard tyres are not going to be very happy. The hard tyre runners going on to mediums.
They need to do a two-stop.
Medium tyres are not going to be happy after 20 laps. I mean, it's possible 20 laps on medium.
Bavish left the session.
They're not going to be very quick. As Bavish has left the session. Phantominum hasn't yet reached the pit lane. But
he was already in the pit lane. Just as the safety car came out, he was in the pit lane. I think maybe Wargod can invite Bavish again. That would be lovely, so he can race still. Vaxie has fucked up big time. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what, Troy, but I tend to agree with you there, because Vaxie is on 8-lap-old mediums, and everyone else is on fresh tyres, so he's not really going to have that much grip. He's got track position, but he's not going to have much grip.
We're showing at the tires like right after everybody pitted, and we have still a lap on safety car, so it's fine. I'm just pinging someone.
Let me just.
Yeah, Spotify. If you have time, just go into the call. Where's Wargod? Oh, he's not in the call anymore. Or is Bavish back in?
I don't know if Bavish is back in. Do you want me to check?
No, just hopefully he can join back, or Wargod just noticed that he has to join back. Because right now he's in AI, so hopefully when he joins
Gideon,
back.
I've just received a message from Gideon saying, can I maybe help commentating again? Do we need Gideon back in?
We're just 2 people right now. So I would say for the first race, no, but I mean for the next races we can surely do that.
Okay, so I'll say maybe for next race. I might also get him in tier 1 as well if he's available.
Oh, Wargod is in a call. Can you go and open race call quickly?
Open race call.
And say to Wargod just really shortly, like, can you invite Bavish again? Thanks, and then bye. Like, not more.
Sure thing.
Oh, he's back in, I think. I think Bavish is already back in. Sorry. Because I can't see him being ghosted, so I would reckon he's in again. I didn't see the note that he's in, but his car's not ghosted, so I think he's in. You can still ask. You can still ask. It's fine. Is he already gone? Oh yeah, he is already gone. Yeah, but guys, just a quick question to all of you in the chat. How do you think is it currently racing wise? I think it's quite clean. I can just say a lot of clean overtakes. Not that much happening. I mean, there's every time that little this and that and people disagreeing with themselves with others. But apart from that, I think it's quite a good race so far. So I'm hoping that the next 19 laps can bring the same joy as the first 10 laps that. Let's see
And
them.
I've also just checked with Wargod, and yeah, Babish should be able to rejoin.
Yeah, he's in. He's in.
He's in.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
fine. I'm sorry. I was a little bit too late because he was already in, and then I said to you that you should go. But yeah,
Okay.
safety car is going in this lap, so we will have a restart from lap 11 onwards. And I don't know, Spotify, what do you think about the current race? I think the first 10 laps were quite entertaining. So I'm really hoping that the next couple of laps to the end can bring us the same joy, I think.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, that was very lucky for Kuski because I didn't know what his soft tyres were going to be able to do. So that pit stop was, or that safety car timing was pretty good for him. Hopefully we get nice clean racing again. And yeah, remember, of course, the first 2 laps there is no the first 2 laps there's no DRS.
Patrick already on the hunt for ASG.
Oh my goodness, that was
Just pushing ahead. Yeah, he wanted to go down the inside of the next car, but ASG was still there, so it was a little bit ipsy-tipsy. Yes, Patrick, really good restart from him. 2 positions up already.
Yeah,
really
and
good
Wizzy
performance.
Boy, yeah, I think Patrick was also looking at Wizzy Boy as well at a point, and there's someone going side by side there as well.
That's Steen and ASG going side by side with each other. ASG gives up the place. Snip overtakes Toxic James as well. Really good fighting here. As Kaski goes down the inside of Vexy to get back his P1. A little bit of wheel spin for Vexy. He's losing 2 positions in one go. Meanwhile, further behind, there's a lot of position changes there as well.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of position changes, and we haven't even had DRS yet. So
a little bit of contact between GamerT and Sip while he was trying to attack Toxic James. Toxic James with the retry on Sip couldn't quite make it past.
Yeah, so
and now GamerT is losing position to Lone Fiver as well, down in P10 now. Patrick, meanwhile, with the overtake against Vexy into P3. This is a good pace from Patrick so far.
Yeah, and Wizzy Boy's got up into P2 as well. And Stein and Vaxi are going side by side. Maybe those old tyres weren't the best thing to do for Vaxi because he is dropping back. Maybe he should have pitted after all.
It's really close between all those drivers. Patrick has a 1.4 second gap, but he has the hard tyres. He can go to the end. I think the others... no, I think... who's it? Kaski can't go to the end with those mediums.
Kaski, yeah.
Oh. Vexy's getting eaten alive. He's down in P8 already after 1 lap. That is crazy.
I did say that it wasn't a good idea to stay out. It's 11 lap old mediums versus 3 lap old hards and 3 lap old mediums. That's like quite expected because I reckon 11 lap old mediums are gonna be what, 30 to 40% worn.
Lone Fiver with the dive bomb against Vexy here as well, going down into P9. Lone Fiver up 1 position into P8. Darking is looking up the inside as well of Vexy. A little bit of a loft tap there.
Vexy stays ahead at the moment, but I don't know how long it will be for, as there's a Red Bull there going pretty damn wide at the end of the outside of turn 10 there. And now
with a little bit of a wheel spin. This is great racing so far. Nothing really between all of those drivers. Justin now with the overtake against Lopotkovic. They're giving each other a lot of space. Tip with a 3-second time penalty. Lopotkovic is a little bit lagging, so they're inside of each other. I think there's nothing we can do about it. DRS gets enabled now.
Well, now we've got the DRS, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of DRS trains at the moment.
Steen with the attempt to go past Patrick here. A little bit of bumping there between the Williams and the Alfa Romeo. Was making it past Patrick with the re-overtake on them. ASG's trying to get past both. It's free.
I got too wide.
Patrick with the outside. A little bit of contact again. Patrick takes it past or survives in P3. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
That was closer than close. What is happening in here?
That was kind of chaotic, and that also shows
Oh.
just what can happen when you have like
Dive bomb
two people on DRS.
from Lobotkici, and Bevish gets turned around. And also another Ferrari turned around.
That's not great. Also not great is Wargod down in P13, Vaxi up into P12, P11.
Meanwhile, yellow flags out for Grammy. I think he half spun the car as well. It's now down in 19th.
Yeah, not great for Grammy, unfortunately. Hopefully he can try and charge back through again. As Zenix saying Wargod Masterclass incoming. Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, those guys here are fighting hard, man. That is crazy. What I'm seeing. That Walker against Vexy, the two guys in the call. No love given. No love given between both of them. Walker just makes it pass, but he both have the DRs. They all have the DRs. Lobotkici is going back onto all of them. Yoribo is coming there as well. Is he trying to go down for a move as well? Yellow flags are out in the first sector. There's someone lost some positions here massively.
Wargod down to P14, and note that Wizzy Boy is now in P2 still, but he's only half a second behind Kuski. If Wizzy can stay in the DRS of Kuski, I think he's on to something good here, because I don't think the mediums are going to be very happy at 29 laps.
I think there was something happening between Gamer TV and Toxic James. They lost 1.8 seconds, and there was a yellow in turn 1, so it might be those two that had a little bit of an incident.
Yep, and now it's Yordi and Vaxi going side by side. This is for P12.
Oh, this is so
Turn
close.
10.
Nice, lovely battling, and the Yordi boy survives that attack from Vexy here.
Yep, and Yordi Boy takes P12.
Vexy's coming back at him.
Oh,
Couldn't
it's
quite
not
make
over
it
yet.
past.
Nah. And now he's got to be aware of Phantominem behind. And
Yep.
Wargod.
They're all still fighting for those points, man, and they're fighting for the last points position here in 12 right now. Oh, Phantominium going wide. I think he got a little bit of love tap by his teammate. Loses 2 positions in the progress.
Yep. Gideon pretty happy with what Yordi Boy was doing. According to the chat anyway.
She now with the attempt to get the overtake against Patrick on the outside line with the mediums. Patrick positions his car really nicely there and makes it so McLaren is not able to get the overtake. Steen now with the try to get the overtake on ASG now. Attack goes defense, defense goes even more defensive. I think Steen just makes it past the Williams. ASG follows maybe as well. There's half a spin. ASG nearly loses the car. Stein now loses everything.
Stein just lost a lot, and I think he's got damage as well. There's a bit of carbon fiber flying off somewhere, so I know someone's damaged, but that was not a good move.
That was a fucking bunch happening there in that midfield.
Yeah, that is just not good. As Schrober saying that, he just let it go. Zedek saying ASG damage.
Yeah, he has damage.
ASG damage. The only thing Vaxi can do is go on and then box the softs. And Schrober saying that's going to be fun for stewards. Well, it's going to be even more fun for you, Schrober, because you're the new head steward. You've got to keep an eye on everything, really.
I mean, I have to say there was she lost the car there on traction that slightly bit turned into Patrick, which allowed him to spin the car around. And then there was a bunch going on between Steen and Patrick. I have no clue who is at fault because I was concentrating on ASG trying to save his car, so I couldn't quite watch anything. There's damage for Sip as well. Sip with that wing damage as well, so he has to go into the pits. The same with ASG. They're now down into the bottom.
Yeah, because unfortunately you can't really as much as you can try, you can't really do very well with a broken front wing.
This brings all of those guys that were fighting for P12 further up into P10 fighting now. Meanwhile, Grammy 1.7 down. He's not far away from points here. As well as Bevish and EMT. They are not far away from the points here.
Yeah, because remember, points go to P12 now instead of P10. So there's still all to play for, even with those drivers at the back, as EMT and Bavish are battling for P16 at the moment. I think EMT just took that place away. So
I mean, if I may think about the tires, how they went down, I don't think they can do another 13 laps on those mediums. The mediums are now 7 or 8 laps old for some of them. I think they will have to hit again from what I think now.
I've seen people try to do 20 laps on a set of mediums before at other tracks.
Oh, there's someone wide. That's Labotkici. Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't want to go down that high because if you're doing like 20 laps on a set of mediums, they're going to be very worn at the end. They're going to be close to puncture territory because you can get a puncture above, I think it's 70 or 80%.
Patrick and Sloan 5 are no overtaking there for him, but Steen makes it past Toxic James. Labotkici braking really late. Maybe a switchback from Justin happening. No, nothing from him. The Mercedes up in P8.
Yeah, I personally, my opinion, I wouldn't have been happy doing the mediums when the safety car came out because that would realistically be a 2-stop. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Lone! Nearly losing the car. Just saved the car there. Into turn 8. That was crazy close.
And
Or turn 7.
Trober and Zenik talking about Vaxi in the chat. Yeah, hindsight is 2020. Yep.
Yeah,
hindsight.
There's now a huge brawl going on for P10 and downwards. Walcott is now in P10, and everybody to P17 is in that group. Even Grammy has caught up to it. So there's gonna be a lot of fighting for the last points positions, I think. With 12 laps to go, side by side between Yoriboy and Wargod. Wargod on the outside of that left-hander. Can he make it past? He's ahead, and he stays ahead for the time being.
Yeah, nice move, and I think Wargod's... Oh, they're still there, Yordi's still trying to have a go. I don't know if he can get past, but... Oh, he's trying, he's on the inside, trying to have a look down into the final corner.
Try it. Gives a lot of respect and space between them. That is nice to see. I think Yoriboy still has a DRS, that's the thing.
Good to see racing room being kept.
Oh, Yellow 5 and Patrick making mistakes. See then, Lone 5 is getting back onto track, but P8 now for him. There's someone on the inside of Vexy as well. Remy gets past EMT.
And Phantominium as well.
Phantominium made a mistake. I think there was something happening between Patrick and Lone 5. I think Patrick had a lot of incidents those races. I don't know if they were all his fault, but he was involved in a lot of them. Let's see then Alfredo P13.
Ooh, Zenix saying don't expect that sort of racing in tier 1, just saying. Ooh. I wonder what's gonna happen in tier 1. But yeah. Interestingly, just thought I'd say, Wizzy is still within the 1 second.
Wargod with a mistake.
That's Wargod making a mistake coming out of turn 10. That's allowed Alfredo to overtake.
Is Grammy getting past as well? Grammy as well. P13 for Grammy. Close to the points now for him.
Yep, 2 places lost by Wargod, unfortunately. There. So, with all these close gaps, any mistakes made are critical.
I still think it's a really good race so far, even though there were now a lot of incidents in that midfield battle. But I mean, if you have so much,
sorry to interrupt. Did Kuski make a mistake? His Wizzy Boy got down to 0.4.3 of a second just then.
I don't quite know. Maybe it's just the DRS that is so powerful on the circuit.
Maybe.
Darking now in P4, hunting down Patrick for P3. Is there any chance he gets past that Williams? Williams seems a lot slower in the corners than Gamer T.
An ASG with the fastest lap and a yellow in sector 1.
Winning the car again.
Yeah.
Race is not over. Still 10 laps to go on this race, and I think the points not separated by a lot here right now, apart from
Yep.
the top two.
Yep. Anything can happen here. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Anything could happen. Anyone is still in the chance of points here, as Toxic James losing P7.
But Kitchi is doing a great race, great recovery from him. He was down in P17, 18, but the race pace from that Mercedes P6 currently looking quite nice from him.
Yeah, we haven't actually put much focus on Lopetici, but he's doing all right. He's doing all right.
Toxic James is coming back at him. I think the DRS could be crucial for him to get the re-overtake here on the Frenchman.
But he's also got Lonely Fiber there as well. Oh, here we go.
Lopetici
James
under
back
threat.
up at 6.
Under threat maybe from Lone Fiver? No, nothing to be made of. Lone Fiver stays behind for now.
Oh, this has been so good.
Babish now with the overtake against Vorgot, sorry. Not Darking.
Yep.
Babish on the inside into turn 1. Makes it past the Haas here. With a certain ease, to be fair, as well.
Yeah, there's like action happening wherever we look now. A Sib pitting and retiring.
Sib retired. That is the 50% mark. That is no worries at all, I have to say.
Yep. Only Boris pitted and retired before 50%.
Three tenths between them. Vexi still hasn't pitted yet. He's in P11. How long do you think will Vexi go with those tires? Because I think he's waiting for a safety car at this stage.
Well, that seems like the only sensible thing to do. Wait for a safety car and pit for softs. The only trouble is, if there's a safety car now, with everyone else on 11 lap old something, everyone else is going to box for softs as well. So Vaxi won't have an advantage against any of the other drivers, and he'll be P11 instead of where he was prior to the safety car. I can't remember.
Steen's pace is really something different. He is blocking some good times here. Gamer T on the attack against Patrick. Patrick on the inside with his heart. Toxic James is in the pit lane.
I wonder if this is going to bring out a round of pit stops. He's going on the soft compound tyres and no front wing, so it's just a routine pit stop. We'll see what this does.
At 21 of 29, I think we will see still some more people pitting. Remy with a 3-second time penalty. Caution in sector 1. Someone has made a mistake there, by the looks of it, but I can't see anyone, so might be just a glitch.
Oh,
Steen is
and
back
James
into the hunt.
And James saying I had to box mandatory.
You were twice on the mediums, I think.
Yes. If he done medium, then yeah, you've got to do soft as well. You can't do the whole race on one compound.
The tire will be a lot faster than P12 is doing right now, and it's only 8 seconds to P12, so the point's not out of the question right now for him still.
Definitely not. We'll see what happens.
Flag.
There's a caution in sector 2.
That's EMT's.
That was Yep. EMT has not been having a very good race, unfortunately. He's in P17 and within DRS range of Toxic James. Toxic James is going to probably fly past both of these.
We are still looking at the battle here. P18 is gone and EMT is now in P18 last. Steen, Gamer T still trying to get the overtake on Patrick. Patrick now having to defend again from that Red Bull. Lets him force down wide on the inside line. A little bit of contact. Patrick turning in, but has to give a little bit of space to that Red Bull on the outside now.
Vaxi's now making his spins pit stop.
On the Darking spins on the curb.
Yeah, that's not good.
There was nothing Patrick did wrong. He pushed him as far as he was able to. But Darking, like, he was allowed to push him a little bit further outside, but that's Darking going too quickly onto the power there.
Yep, Grammy also boxing, so I reckon quite a few of these drivers further back box, just see what they can do, I guess. But yeah, Vaxley had to pit. We'll I'm going to keep an eye on Toxic James, Baxi and Grammy, see what these soft runners can do over the course of the last 7 or 8 laps.
Fastest lap is
See if
from
they can catch up.
fastest lap meanwhile is from ASG at 31.3. Can someone beat that? That's the question. Baxi was in the pit lane as well. He is down in P17 now. So it's a fight between Steen and Patrick for the last podium position right now. They are 13 seconds behind Wizzy and Kaski. Wizzy 1.5 now behind the leader Kaski. So
Yeah, he's outside of the DRS range, but as I say, I reckon 14 lap old hards are going to be better right now than 14 lap old mediums, because the mediums are going to be at like 50% plus.
I see
And
them.
purple middle for Toxic James.
Seen with the attempt to get the overtake against Patrick. Can he make it past? Let's see then. Nope. He has to stay behind Patrick for the time being. Gamer T is in the pit lane as well.
Yeah, he'll be going for soft tyres as Toxic James sets a new fastest lap with a 131.223.
Let's see then. The battle for P3 is still close on our hands. You can see Steen 2 tenths behind Patrick. I think Patrick has a lot of a straight line setup because he's not the fastest in the corners, but he is that much faster in the straight that he has easy to defend the car behind on the straight. So that makes him a really difficult target to overtake, basically.
Yeah, I reckon he's probably gone for a low wing setup then. But I'm not an expert in setups. I normally just take whatever one I can.
This is the battle for interview.
Yeah, this track does seem like one where a low wing setup you can get away with it, because there's a lot of straights in sectors 1 and 3. Sector 2 being more twisty, you need the downforce as well, so yeah, I can see how Patrick is staying ahead even after all this time.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you were wondering why I'm that often in the cockpit cam, it's really dusty on this outside cam, so I'm staying on the driver cam most of the time, because then we can see the overtakes a little bit easier. As Phantominium made it past Bevish, as we saw just earlier, and now Steen couldn't quite make it past Patrick for the second time running here.
Yep, Patrick's still holding on, and yeah, I see what you mean. The dust and the glare from the lights overhead.
And that is EMT
definitely
spinning
make
his
it
car last corner as well. EMT, miserable race for him so far. I know he already told me he's new to wheel. To wheel. So that's why he's already also not in tier 1, so he's in tier 2. And by the looks of it, didn't have the quite best race, and it retires now in the pit lane, making us the third retirement of this race.
Hopefully he can do better next time, and as I say, going from controller to wheel is one of those things that you do have to get used to. I mean, over time, once you've got used to it, you're going to be really good on the wheel, hopefully, but yeah, if you're just getting used to a new setup, it might take a while to get used to it, hence the reduced pace.
And now look at Toxic James with those softs, is able to overtake. Is down up in P10 already, so he's making up a lot of positions here in this race. Now down the inside of Phantominium made it past ASG, made it past Wargod for P13. Still, the McLaren could get points here as well. Only 2.8 seconds behind that Alfa Romeo, who's fighting for the last points position right now.
Yep. Wizzy Boy is keeping within that sort of 1.5 seconds. I wonder if he's going to go for an all-out push within the last 4 laps or so, because I reckon he could go for a push. As Wargod gets a penalty, that's not good for him. He's on 16 lap old hard tyres.
And Toxic James with the second overtake running into P9, as well as Bavish with the overtake on Phantominium, making it into P11. Good overtakes from both of them. Gamer T, meanwhile, fastest lap.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Gamer T taking that fastest lap, a 130.4. Now that's getting quick as ASG overtakes Wargod. Yeah, it's the Wargod on 16 lap old hards. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Really interesting to see those people that had the incidents and had to pit one more time are still getting back into this fight, into this rhythm of things. ASG making it into P13, so yeah, really good race so far.
It's because the other people that were on mediums that are like 16 lap olds, not wanting to pit again because if they pit, they know they're going to drop further down the grid. But having said that, with the pace that they're on at the moment, anyone who has pitted and is anywhere remotely close is just gaining time, because even Vaxi is gaining quite rapidly. He's now 7.5 seconds behind Wargod. Wargod on the hard 16 lap olds, and Vaxi on soft only 3 lap olds. So
Kitschy with the overtake, maybe into turn 1 against the Alpine of Lone Fiver. Inside line for the next corner. Can he make it past the Alpine? He will. Oh no, don't spin now, Lonely Fiber. You're in a good position. And he doesn't.
yeah,
So,
please don't spin.
Lobot Kitschy
There's
makes. Yeah, sorry.
I was just saying there was a bit of a twitch just then, but yeah, please don't spin and lose lots of places, because that wouldn't be very good for you.
Let's see then at the position changes. We have 10 positions up for Patrick, but Lobot Kitschy 12 positions up in this race, doing a fantastic second stint here on the hards with a really good pace.
Yes, he started in P17, am I? Yeah, he started in P17 if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So a very good race from him in the Mercedes.
Steen is still hunting down Patrick here for P3. They will fight until the last lap, I would reckon. But here for the points position, if we look down lower, it's a huge brawl for P10 again.
Yep,
God.
and if ASG can gain another 1.3 seconds, he'll be in the battle for the last point as well. I would say same with Wargod as well, but he's got a penalty and he's dropping back. Vaxi gained another 2 seconds since I last talked about him, which wasn't that long ago.
That's why I'm saying to you, Spotify, it is a good idea to have it until P12, because now we have a lot more fights for points here today.
Definitely, because otherwise at P10 there wouldn't be much of a fight lower down, and Lonely Fiber gets past the Mercedes and goes into P5.
Stein is looking for the outside line against Patrick. Patrick is closing that door rather rapidly, blocking him to do a switchback. And then it's just his placement of the car really, really good there.
Yeah, I can't complain about Patrick. He's been driving really, really well to keep that P3, even though he's had lots of competition from people behind, and he might be losing time in the slower corners. He's been keeping really well, and if he makes this for just 2 more laps longer and keeps that P3, that will be a very well-deserved podium. Just my thoughts on that.
Savage now on the hunt for P10. Alfredo right inside the P10 position from that Ferrari. Looks tasty. 9 tenths behind. A little closer, and then he maybe gets a bite of that P10.
Yep, because remember, he's within that 1 second, so he's going to get DRS to help him along. Alfredo won't have DRS. He's 2 seconds behind Geordie Boy. So, you never know. There's 2 laps to go now. 2 laps.
2 laps to go, and we can see Stein with so much DRS, 85%. But Patrick doesn't have that less as well. It's 57%, and we know he has the better straight line speed, so he just needs to push a little bit in the straights, and it should be alright for him.
Yep, Stein is using his DRS.
Oh, Vexy spins the car.
Oh, that wasn't good for him. Although, having said that, he's not had a very good race either. Ever since that safety car where he didn't pit when everyone else did, I think that was the deciding. I think that was the deciding factor that basically sealed the fate of Vaxi in this race. Toxic James, meanwhile, looking to get past Justin.
Yep, one more car from the soft, maybe, that he will get, and then he will get basically to there where he was before that pit stop. So that would be a really good stint on the softs if he can get this position on the last lap. But yeah, one more lap.
And just to let you know, I'm not surprised that everyone else in front is going quite slowly, because, as I said when the pit stop took place, the people on the medium tyres have decided to stay out for the entire race. And yes, they are on 20 laps old now. That's amazing. 20 lap old tyres. How are they still going?
Let's see, then now there's the last lap battle, but Patrick has 6 tenths ahead, so maybe that's even enough for him to stay ahead of that Alfa Romeo, but we can watch, quite frankly, and chill. We can watch Kasky drive his last lap as Lobotkitschi gets P5 and Toxic James gets P7, but we're just going silently with Kasky, who is 1.5 seconds ahead of Wizzy Boy. No mistake, and he should be easy first.
Yep. Just to say, Lonely Fiber and Lopo battling for P5.
Still side by side, and now they will not give any space to each other. Oh, and there's contact.
Oh,
And
that was a
Kitchi
spin!
spins the
There's a
car.
spin! I think that was contact, possibly. I'm
Yep,
not
that
sure.
is contact, and that's why I'm saying you still on that last lap you still have to keep it clean. Lobotkitschi now in P8 has to really fight for the last points here. Let's see then. Kasky
Yep.
1.2 ahead. I think that should be easy for him.
Well, it will be because Wizzy's out of ERS completely. Wizzy has no ERS, so ERS management is very crucial.
Let's see then.
Here goes
Kasky
nothing. Kasky
wins
wins.
ahead of Wizzy Boy in second. Good fight between those two, and Patrick will get the third place position because Steam is 1.3 seconds behind, so the motor was keeping on, and ASG just gets the 12th position, just ahead of 13th place, the last point position. The fight is side by side, but Dominion doesn't want to give it up, ASG doesn't want to give it up, they both want that position, but I think ASG just wrestles his way past.
Yeah,
he
we're
does.
just seeing everyone over the line. Lonely Fiber taking on well-deserved 5th place.
Toxic James is
later,
6th,
Toxic James. Then Justin.
and Jordy
Jordy
Boy in
Boy coming up.
8th. And Lobotkitschi just saves himself in P9. Bavish P10, Alfredo P11, ASG will take P12. Pentaminium in P13, Gamer T P14, then Wargod in P15, and then we're waiting for Vexy and Grammy P16 and 17 to finish this race. Vexy's through, and now Grammy in P17 will finish the race.
And that was your first race of Tier 2 of Season 10, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And Vexy saying got spun out by Gamer T. And James said peace 18-6 in 8 laps. I was so scared after pitting.
Yeah, really good race. Let's go for interviews.
And you are correct, Zenik. Solid fighting at the end. That was really good. As Kuskibu lifts himself up onto the podium in that celebration.
Let's see then.
Oh.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Waiting. Is Patrick coming
Welcome
as well?
in.
You might have missed the message.
Let's see then. Look at the results. Kasky wins ahead of Wizzy Boy. Patrick is taking P3, Steen in P4, Lonely Five in P5, Toxic James in P6 with Justin in P7. Jordy Boy, a great recovery, P8 for him. Lobotkitschi, a little bit unlucky on that last lap in P9. Bavish P10, Alfredo in P11, and then we have ASG P12, Pentaminium P13, Gamer T P14, Wargod in P15, Vexy P16, 17 for Grammy, and then we have EMT, Sip, and Boris, who retired in the pit lane.
Yep. That was a good race though, just saying. So, yeah, thank you everyone. Lots of incidents from what I can see. Collisions, exceeded track limits. Yeah. And of course, there's also probably going to be some, was it Boris who pitted? Yeah, Boris. I think he'll get a penalty for pitting prior to 50%.
Yeah.
Is that rule still in place?
Yep, that is in place. But we're going straight into the interviews, and we're gonna start with P3 here. Patrick, he wants to talk with us, hopefully, because I just dragged him in. Patrick, how was your race? How do you feel? First race up. I think the qualifying wasn't the best, but the rest probably was good, though.
Yeah, I tried going no ABS in the quali for the first time, but it didn't go as well as I thought it would be.
What do you feel about the race? I mean, that from P3 downwards, there was a massive fight all the way through to the end of the race. So you lost, like in general, because of that fighting, you guys lost a lot of time there. But battle-wise, there were a lot of incidents. Can you talk us through some of them?
I mean, there was one with Steve, but I don't think it was my fault since he just turned into me and spun himself out. But I don't know. Have to rewatch the clip again.
Yeah, I mean, from what I saw as well with Darking where he spun, you were entitled to push him onto that curb, and then Darking just spins on the curb. So a little bit back off for me. But yeah, really good gain of positions, and really good finish there as well. Just beating Steen for that P3. Pretty happy probably about P3, oh?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I wanted to win, but Susky and Wizzy are just far too quick.
Yeah. But still, I have to say, it was a really good race from you. So, can just say congratulations to you, Patrick, and hope to see you back on the podium or even on the top spot for the next race, which will be, let me think, Saudi Arabia. Yeah. What do you think about Saudi Arabia? Eddie, like, do you think you're quite good, or how do you feel?
I mean, I'm okay there, but I haven't raced there in a long time. I haven't had a league race there in on this game, so it will be my first one.
And then it will be really interesting where you can place hopefully higher in the qualifying than today, because that starting further up will hopefully bring you into that top three, top two fight. So yeah, thank you and congratulations to P3.
Thanks.
And then we're going to our second place, Wizzy Boy.
Yep,
Wizzy,
Wizzy Boy second.
I think you feel quite annoyed that you just couldn't had the same pace as Kasky in the end. Just lost the tiny bits to get the DRS.
I mean, to be honest, I'm actually not that mad because Kusky was literally helping me throughout the entire race. He was doing basically he was pulling off for Singapore this year, where just giving people free DRS. And once we saw that Patrick was behind us, we just decided to burn all our energy because we were so scared of him. And yeah, I had an incident in quali as soon as I came out at the very start,
Yeah, we saw that.
and
What happened there?
basically Boris, I tried to go past him because I don't want to get held up by him because he was weaving all over the place. I was on the other side of the track and he just came across and spun me around. So I'm probably going to report that. It's quite annoying, but yeah, the race was good. I was obviously in the call with Kusky all the time. It was quite funny, to be honest. Yeah, I was just chilling, to be honest. Nothing special that race.
Nice, but yeah, still good position in P2. Did you want it, even though you were in the same call, did you want it to somehow make it past him, or was there a little bit of an agreement between you two?
Yeah, I think any driver would like to win a league race, especially the season opener. But Kusky was just way too fast. I made a mistake like lap 20, and he's just like, no, I'm not gonna wait for you anymore because if you spin, then it's over. So I was close to getting 3 seconds as well. I think it was like 2 warnings I had or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, but still really good pace, and congratulations to P2 there.
yeah, thanks.
And then we're coming to the race winner, which is Husky. Husky, how do you feel about the race? Not a lot to do, I think.
Well, I was pretty happy with the race. Qualifying went really well. I think I had a little bit more time in it, but I, thought I might as well just prepare myself for the race instead. When Wizzy got P2, pretty happy. We agreed at the start not to fight because obviously don't want to get caught in a bunch of carnage into turn one. Bahrain can be quite messy, so we just pulled away from everyone, and yeah, I was pretty much just happy from there. Of course, when Wizzy made his mistake, I capitalized and just pushed, make sure he couldn't get back into the DRS.
Yeah, that's basically it, I would say. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for this race for me.
Did you notice Grammy driving as well? Because he was at some point he was really close to getting points, but then he made a mistake and had to pit again.
Yeah,
He was in the call.
Ah,
he
he was
was.
in the
We
call.
were. Yeah, we're having a great conversation with him. Apparently, there was a bit of an incident, so I should also have a look at that. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see him back. I've missed him a lot, so it's nice to see him back on the track. Hopefully, points will be coming his way soon.
Yeah, Gideon is saying, Kasky, you should have crashed. In the chat, just saying.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
saw that.
I should have.
Yeah. No, but really good race, and I have to say, in general, it was lovely to watch. There were some incidents. I mean, in the midfield when it's so close and you're fighting with 1/10 difference, there surely can happen sometimes that you have a wheel touch or anything. But apart from that, in that midfield as well, I was really impressed that there were not that many incidents happening. So can only congratulate to everybody that's still in the call here, and also to everybody that's in the chat watching. Yeah, and congratulations to you, Kasky, for your win today. Really good race there from you, and hopefully next week we can see you somewhere close to the podium as well.
Oh yeah, something else. James did say in the chat, can he have an interview, or is it just P3 upwards?
I mean, I just wanted to, like, from now on, I wanted to do every time an interview, but then I just do the top three. But Jordy Boy, well, it's James that wanted the interview. He's not even on the channel, because I thought he's in a channel somewhere, but I can't see him right now in a channel. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, James, I can just say a really good recovery there from the back of the grid with the soft. So that was really a good job from you there. But yeah, that's the end of today's stream. Thanks everybody for watching. We had a lot of viewers. I'm really thankful that so many people decided to watch today's race. And as well, thank you to Spotify for co-commentating.
Yeah, thank you. We had a lot of people watching, which was always good to see. Thank you for inviting me along to do commentating with you as well. It's been really good. It reminds me of the times when we both used to commentate quite a lot together in prior seasons as well. So thank you for having me. And yeah, the next time you'll see or hear me is on Monday when we're doing the tier 3 race, because I'll be on the track.
Yeah, he will be driving. So yeah, until then, I hope you had a great time watching, and we will see us on Monday when Tier 3 hits the Bahrain Grand Prix. Hopefully the same racing etiquette or leanness of the racing as Tier 2 did it today. So yeah, thanks everybody, and see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
See you on Monday, people. Bye.
You want a dose of that emotion? Say that's the only thing you need. I let you taste it for a moment, and now you want some more of me. You gotta spread that out as the lights go down. Taking everything I'm giving, that's enough for now. You want all my love, want it all at once, but is it too much? I'm gonna make you cry. Go dancing in the dark. I wanna see what you can handle when you touch my broken heart. You want all my love, want it all. but is it too much? I'm gonna make you cry now, baby. I'm gonna make you die. You want the whole damn pie now, baby. You've only had one slice. I'll only give you pieces, pieces of me. Give my love until nothing